Let's get it.
Guess who's back?
And if you don't know,
Let me break it down for you again.
Okay, party people in the house, you're about to witness something you've never witnessed before.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for downloading and streaming another episode of Encyclopedia Hip Hop Podcast. It's me, Eclectic. Encyclopedia HH on Twitter and Instagram. We're doing another album review. And this album, it seemed like this album has been dismissed and it's disappeared. But when it came out, I thought it was great. 1988, Chubb Rock. And the name of the album is Chubb Rock featuring Hitman Howie Tee. 1998, greatest year in hip hop. Select Records, produced by Howie Tee. Arranged, mixed, everything. Chubb Rock as well. Here's the thing. When this came out, say everyone knows Chubb Rock, but the Chubb Rock that was on this album, totally different from every Chubb Rock anything. It was more of he had more of a sexual type of thing going on. He rapped about adult themes and things, and the flow was different. Everything was different. This album, people don't even talk about. It's not on Apple. Everyone thinks that he started with Your Bad Chubbs and went on after that. But of course, we're gonna rate this based on what I thought when it came out versus what I think now. See how it held up. Let's just get to it. The first song is DJ Innovator. And this is the first song I ever heard by Chubb Rock. This was incredible. The beat, the singing in the background, the bass. Nobody had a voice like Chubb Rock. DJ Innovator is crazy. It had the sample by Gwen McCrae, Rockin' Chair.
The tune is very slow, potent and sleazy. Guys, you're on the wood like Jamaicans. Just and my DJ is very scary. He has a multitude of cuts and he's also very a learning model to things that are new, containing a meaning, a moral, or what have you. I'll rap hard, sing like Rigoletto, and we shall acclaim fame right in the ghetto. And how can anyone take you out? Nah, I thought you might have lost it. What? Well, I'm a DJ Innovator. Well, I'm a DJ Innovator. Well, I'm a
Love this song. Sitting next to Janet at the Grammy Awards, and all the rappers can't figure out why a rapper like me is filling up Janet's thigh. When this came out, I thought it was the best thing ever. 5 then. Now I still think if more people knew about it, it would be considered a classic. 4.75 now. The next song is Daddy's Home. Daddy's Home starts with a rock and roll guitar riff. You had to have some kind of rock and roll something back in the 80s. He gave us a lot of pop culture references that are extremely dated now. You think you've seen a Carrington or maybe a Kobe. The lyrics are too clean, no need for Dolby.
The lyrics are too clean, no need for Dolby. But if you want a copy, press the tape monitor. You can dub the Chubb, but you still
when you
can't
had the Dolby button on your stereo and didn't know what it meant and still don't. But Daddy's Home is basically telling you to cool it out when he come around. That, he's shit. Calm down. Has to be the one and only rap song to reference Kashif and Howard Hewitt. He brought up Kashif. But anyway, 3.5 then, 3.5 now. Still love this song.
Well, this tune might cause grief. I made it up and I'm no Kashif. You wanna rap, you wanna sing, you can do it. To the beat like Howard Hewitt.
Then you get Feels Good, or I Feel Good. Dope. Another scratch with a woman singing. It hit you with the I sing like Philip Bailey, of course I looks very, dance like Alvin Ailey and write like Alex Haley. He was alright. The front seats to watch the Lakers. Johnson has magic. James is very worthy. Kareem is 41. So Abdul, Aretha Dirty. Before then, 3.5 now. I'm telling you, I really enjoyed this album.
That's like Alvin Ailey and write like Alex Haley. And all my feelings I'll soon redeem, cause the lyrics are too smooth like Vaseline. It's gonna be worth it when you pay the price to see me rock the crowd and entice. And maybe this great feeling was sent from above, cause I'm happy, peppy, and bursting with love. I feel good.
But it wasn't all greatness, because the next song was Joker. Joker wasn't that great. The lyrics was good, but the track, he had another Dallas and Dynasty reference. He starts the adult references here. He says something, the reactions from his pelvic thrust, you'll be pampering, saying it can't begin. But I eat the breakfast of champions. That's why I'm so large you might croak when I discharge. And then he brought up She's Gotta Have It. To then though, and I'll still give it a no, you know what? We'll give it a 3 and then a 2.5. We'll do it like that. Then Mama Was a Rolling Stone. And so when you get tapes, you read the cover, you read the songs, and when I first saw it, I thought it was going to be a sample or a remake of Papa Was a Rolling Stone, but it wasn't. Mama was a Rolling Stone. She banged on the drums while I played the trombone.
At dinner we used to rhyme together, and other mothers would say I never. They think a woman's place is in the home, spreading gossip on the phone. But to me, that is really pathetic. My mom isn't a housewife that irons synthetics.
I forget the sample that they used, but it wasn't so bad. It was funny. You know, I'm a very well-known artist. I'm an expensive tuna. I am star-kissed. This was the first hip-hop song that I remember that was an ode to mothers. It was a weird ode to mothers, but one nonetheless. I give it a 3 then, 2.5 now. Yeah, I think that works. Then we get Caught Up. Now I mentioned Caught Up already. I did a whole episode for the hip hop story countdown. It was number 43. So go listen to that and then you'll know everything about Caught Up. But I'll give it a 4 and I'll give it a 4 now. Now, after Caught Up, this is side A, because I had the cassette. Don't judge me. I still have it. But, so it's a hidden track on side A, Carry On. I think it's also on the album. I'm not sure. But, so it's Carry On. It's just almost a freestyle type things. It was like, Oh Boy, where he would say something and then carry on, finish the lines. The beat is like a slut.
The beat was morally wrong, he still says so. I'm a living legend, breathing phenomenon, a veteran in everything, but never been to Nam. I'll teach and preach just like Cheech and Chong, how he still says so. If I carry on,
I always get a quickie. He did say that. And then he said, when I sing the ballad, they try to get a nut out. Carry on. That was a 4. I'll still give it a 4. No, hold on. Let me think. 3.5 now. 3.5. So then, on the second side, you had Do It Again. Side B, first song was Do It Again. And it was it had a sample of Let's Do It Again. Chubb Rock. My pops would tell me how to deal with a woman, things I should do and things I shouldn't. The easiest action for all us dudes is to suck on the giant boobs. And that comes first before you start to do it, but see if she excreted any kind of fluid.
It's just the size to make girls feel alright. My pops would tell me how to deal with a woman, things I should do and things I shouldn't. The easiest action for all us dudes is to suck on the giant boobs. And that comes first before you start to do it. Well, if she excreted any kind of fluid, and if she did, hip, hip, hooray, cause she'll moan and groan and say.
It was wild. Listen, I used to listen to this tape every day. So do it again, 3.5 then. 3, we'll give it a 3 now. Then
I know he will reply, I ain't with that. I took you to a drive-in and bought soda pop, and now you're not gonna suck the. You're nodding your head and your shoulders are shrugging, and Mike Johnson is saying.
If you weren't in love with all those references, we got the love song. "Girl, I Love You" was the ballad and the sample. Now, honestly, this was my jam. He started like the first and the second verse the same. We were two ships that passed in the night. I was upset, but now I'm alright. But this song was the first time he said he was making love to Mr. Palm and his 5 sisters. It was the first time I ever heard that. When I heard that, I had no idea what he was talking about. I thought Mr. Palm was a character on a show I never watched. And he had 5 sisters.
Even though my heart contains a large blister, and I'm making love to Mr. Palm and his 5 sisters, but I find a girl cause I have help. It's not an impossible mission, but I call Mr. Phelps.
And then what was the last verse? Saying, "You don't cook, I had to buy a chicken combo." Why? Because Carlos is teaching you the mambo. Now that was a reference to Honeymooners when so you had Alice. She didn't cook and she was taking mambo lessons with Carlo. But anyway, "Girl, I Love You," 4 then, 4 now. Love that song. Then it went back down because we got the song "Punk." Punk wasn't very dope. It might be my second least favorite song on here. We had a Parquet margarine reference. That was a thing. But the song was basically calling people a punk. Whatever. I'll give it a 2, 2.5. I'll give it a 2 now. Yeah. Then we get "Rock and Roll Dude," my least favorite song. This is back to back. I'm not sure what they were trying to go with or what we were trying to do. It was mad corny. Even for the 80s, it was corny. He gave props to all the black rock and roll stars and how rock was a problem, and when it started, everyone was, shitting on rock and saying that's how people are doing rap now, because remember, rap was supposed to be a fad and people saying it's damaging kids and whatever. I ain't like it. The only thing that I liked was the girl at the end that sang "Rock and Roll." And then they even ruined that by saying "dude" at the end. I hate that song. 2 then, 1 now, Then we get "This Is So Hot." Now this was a jam. Love this song. And so this is 88, right? This verse he ended up using it again. It's literally the second verse to "Your Bad Chubbs" that came out the next year. The song that everyone knows.
I'm Chubb Rock rhyming, and I'll break your leg. And I'm more than a 40 ounce, I'm more like a keg. And I'm the Big Dipper, raping like Jack the Ripper. And if you want the proof is in my liquor. So you knew it and you blew it. Let's get to it. Gonna run you over with the run. It's like a big Buick. As if you think you're slender, slap you with the fender, bind you up, grind you up in a blender.
It was the same verse from this album, from this song. But since people slept on this album, no one listens to this album. People didn't No, except for me. I thought it was a remix. I'm like, what is this? You're a 9, I'm a 10. Victory is mine again. This was for me, so here, take a Heineken. But the second verse of the song is the gem, because that's when he freaked all of the rappers' names. He was the first that I ever heard do it.
I ride the rap train most every day. Take the LL, cause I'm cool to the J. I'm a fat boy, too fat to run DM, and you'll see I'm cool. I give you mo, cause I am D. To Grandmaster Flash and Jet in a Jetta. And on my food, I use salt and pepper. I'm a public enemy, oh so a love bug. Like the ski like Joe, cause I'm in love with the alphabet I use. A, then Eric B, forget the rest. Go to S and Sweet T. Conceited, I'm not, I'm just convinced. Jazzy like Jeff, oh so the freshest prince in the stadium. And oh so at the Palladium, the record goes platinum. But I'm like uranium, heavy indeed, to get the rest of my boys to make a boogie down production. Kick the noise with rocks, rip the box, touche, Shantae, I like the whistle. Cause I'm a kid and I play a lot. And oh so I hit the spot,
yo, Howie, pass the rag, I'm hot. So that's a 4. And we'll still give it a 4. Yeah. This Is So Hard is listed as the last song. And it's not that bad. Decent drums and good lyrics, but it's not much I can say about This Is So Hard. I give it a 3. Now I give it a 2. But side B, the last song, the real last song, is another bonus track called Save It for the Next Album. This was dope. It was basically the shout-out song that everybody used to do to give props to the people that helped on the album and they boys, and Lil Sean even got a shout-out. So, I like this. I give it a 3, then 3 now. So, but that's Chubb Rock, the original, the first Chubb Rock album. I don't know how you can find this. Like, I actually own it, but because it's not on Apple, I didn't check Spotify. It might be. Everything's on YouTube. So if you listen to this, I gave you the titles. So, but I say at least go listen to DJ Innovator. Listen to Daddy's Home Feel Good. Listen to Girl I Love You. Definitely listen to It's So Hot. Now listen to most of it. Just stay away from rock and roll dude, punk, and yeah, you stay away from those, you'll be fine. But anyway, so adding up and averaging what I thought about it then, it was 14 tracks. It was then a 3.5, which classifies it as great. Anything above a 3 and below 4 is great. And looking at it now, 3.1. So it's almost just good. But great for the time. And I still rather listen to most of these songs than a lot of other stuff that was going on. So shouts to Chubb Rock. But that's it. We're going to do more albums. If you want me to review an album, let me know. Preferably one that came out in the 80s and 90s. But if you really want me to listen to some others, I'll listen to it. Anyway, in the meantime, in between time, I appreciate you listening. Hip hop.
Well, I'm Chubb Rock. There will never be an equal, but I like to thank a few special people. Started with the household, my sister and moms, Frank Graff and Hitman Howie Tee and Dee Dee Scott. 2 people that I love a lot, and engineers Peak and Mike and Sound Lab. 4 white guys, you're not bad. Tony Irby and Tank McCray, my managers, and I would like to say, for 2 punks, you're kind of wise. I'm only bugging, boy, I love you guys. And Fred Mineo, controlling the bank. Had faith in me, and I have to say thanks. Seaborn and Puma, ESP, Little Sean, Whistle, DLR, and on to California with Charles and Tina, Terry, Kerry, Gerald, I will see you. In the future, we won't have no problems. Yo, this beat is down. Save it for the next album.
I can't be your lover.